Hello friends, hope you are doing well. My name is Dr. Madin Chinde, MD Predicts from IMSOPAL. So today in this video, briefly, I just want to talk about few mistakes. Those are consistently performed by the PG aspirants. As the NEET PG is approaching, and you all guys must have been in the middle of the preparation. So just this is like a checklist that I advise if you are still doing these things, stop them now because this is going to affect your rank and improve them as I have discussed in earlier videos also. So let's talk about these mistakes. So first, most common mistake done by the aspirant is adding notes to first aid. Guys, first aid is already a high yield book. It has already lot of high yield points, and it's not easy to read and retain first aid. So I have seen a lot of people their page of the first aid. So first, there are notes, and with the different pens, they are adding multiple points. Like adding 1 2 lines per page is acceptable, but they have literally written like for every line they have written 2 lines. So their whole page is filled with the already existing points plus their super added points, just because they want something one book for the revision. But guys, this is a very wrong approach because see, if a doctor advises you to have a full tone milk every day, a glass of full tone milk to have a higher calories, but to get a best benefit, you will add, if you decide that you will add another 2 3 spoons of butter to it, you won't be able to digest it. You will start feeling vomiting. So by doing, instead of doing any better, it will just harm you. So it is the same thing. Don't add any notes to first aid. You won't be able to read it. You won't be able to revise it, and you won't be able to retain it. So something you can't revise, there's no point in reading that. So stop adding notes to first aid and just read first. Add few points, like 1 2 lines each page, not more than that. The second mistake that a lot of students are doing, uh, one is their daily revisions. Like they're planning daily revisions or every like weekly revisions. I see we are not solving, we are not doing one subject. We are looking at 9 subject at a stretch. We have 19 subject to read. Now, suppose if you start anatomy and then you are a lot of students, they are planning, okay, I'm going to revise anatomy before sleeping today, and they want to see how much they recall, or at the end of week they want to recall everything they have studied. Like this is going to waste a lot of time. See, after you read for the first time, you are going to remember only 10 20%, and it's okay. It's happened with everyone. With the revisions you will get perfect. So stop doing daily revisions or weekly revisions. They are not required. What I had advised earlier also, if you study, suppose between first to second week of December, suppose your plan is to study physio and pharma, so plan in first week of Jan. So after finishing, like we have 19 subjects, so after finishing other 17 subjects, you will come back to physio and pharma. So what you plan is in first Jan, you plan MCQs of physio and pharma. So it will help you to revise and just assess yourself that how much you are remembering from the what you have read. But don't plan revision on daily basis or weekly basis. This is going to waste a lot of time. So that will I advise on this point. Third mistake is scattered topics distribution. So guys, I always say this is my opinion that a lot of students like to do the integrated studies. So that will they will read CVS from an art, then also CVS from physio, pharma, medicine, patho. So guys, actually the problem is it becomes very scattered and you are not able to, I mean, it wastes a lot of time and then it causes a lot of confusion while revising. So what I will advise, and your topics are distributed in such a way that you are not able to, when you are revising, you are not able to catch hold of everything and it becomes confusing and confusing. So you're like, okay, man, I have this topic is remaining, that topic is remaining. So instead of that, you can just go through the subject wise approach is always better than I mean integrated. See, if you want to crack an exam, you have to go subject wise. If you want to understand the topic, then you have to go integrated. That will help you in understanding the concept paper and apply better. But now we have to remember also the data and we have to cover this portion. So I advise that subject-wise approach would be better than going for integrated. So that is what you can take a note of it. But if you are comfortable with integrative approach and you are able to cover the portion, then you can definitely go with it. The next thing is reading too much. So as I have said in my earlier videos also, you have to no don't rely on too much of material. Read less things. Again, I will emphasize on the same point. Read less, but revise more. So don't read 7, 8 books or too many things. I have released important video topics in the earlier videos also. So go and see those topics and just read that. Don't read too much. Reading too much and the information that is not required can definitely harm your rank. Then another mistake that a lot of students are doing is giving too many subject-wise tests and GTs. Just I want to tell you, giving subject-wise test is not the best way to assess your rank. It is not going to help you much. Even if we have 19 subject, how many modules you will write? See, there is no point being pandit in every subject. MCQs are meant for practice, that you can apply whatever you read in your notes. It's just to develop your critical thinking. MCQs are not mean to get achieve perfection in any subject or get a command over any subject. So don't solve too many subject-wide tests or GTs. That will take a lot of time. And also, last two things that I want to add, that guys, everybody is thinking about giving up. I mean, I get a lot of mails and messages that so the portion is too easy, and someday I'm reading a lot, someday I'm not reading at all. Guys, let me tell you one thing. This is a PG preparation, so this is our graph. So this is our daily, like how are we reading about it. So let me tell you one thing, that some days you will be at your best level, some days you will be able to read 50%, someday you will do your even better than your best, some days again you will not read, then you will plateau for a while, then again you will read good for some days. So guys, this your graph of preparation can go like this. But let me tell you everything, anything. See, this is best for this day. This is what is best for this day. This is what is best for this day. This is what is best for this day. So it is okay that you are dipping in between, because that will be the best for your day. It is better than doing nothing. So your best for the day can be different. It doesn't have to be 100%. Even if you read 50% that day, it is best for that day. So don't worry about that point. Whenever you are not feeling like, suppose this is the day you feel like you are not able to read at all, so start making charts. Take a paper and pencil and start making charts. Start doing PYQs. These can be also very engaging. So these are the things that can help you to go through such phases. But don't think that if you're nobody in PG preparation has graph like this, like nobody stays like this. Everybody will have a dip down, and it's like a wave shaped graph, some good days, some bad days, and it's a part of preparation. So don't worry, don't give up easily. And last thing is, all of us, we forget that our basic qualification is MBBS. We all forget that we are MBBS. And you know why we forget? Because, I'm sorry, I forgot to clear this. Let me clear this. Okay. So what I want to say, that we forget that we are MBBS students. See, we have to trust our strength. We have to trust our intelligence. We have to trust our capacity. See, we are not writing engineering exam. We are writing the medical exam. This is what we have been studying for last 5.5 hours of our MBBS. So things will come to your mind. So whenever you read, you have this confidence. Okay, I am MBBS student, and I can do this, and I am going to do this. So have this positivity. So guys, I'm sure your preparations are going good. Even if there are some obstacles, don't worry about it. Just let me tell you one thing. If you're doing these mistakes, try to improve on them. There are a lot of people giving a lot of advices. So see what is best for you and keep working hard. I wish you all the best.